Dear students, in this class we are going to study about vector differential operator, that is nothing but del operator, and gradient of scalar function, directional derivative. Actually, first of all we are going to define a gradient operator, vector differential operator, then we are going to study about the applications of the del operator in vector field. So the topics are directional derivative, divergence of a vector, and curl of a vector. So let us start this session one by one. So first of all we will start with the definition of del operator. So it is also called gradient operator. The del operator is nothing but this one, del. Normally we will call del, and the another name also there, nabla, but we are going to use del operator. Del operator is nothing but a partial derivative operator for a vector function. So del is equal to I vector into dou by dou x plus j vector into dou by dou y plus k vector into dou by dou z. So this is the definition of del. So del is nothing but a differential operator, in particular a partial derivative operator, I vector into dou by dou x plus j vector into dou by dou y plus k vector into dou by dou z. By using this operator we are having some applications, mathematical applications: gradient of a scalar function, divergence of a vector function, and curl of a vector function. So we will study one by one in the next slides. Now I am going to operate this del operator on a surface. Of course, a surface pi of x comma y comma z. Definitely it is a scalar function since vector is not involving in that. Then for that scalar function I am going to define this del operator on that scalar function, which is nothing but grade pi. It is denoted by grade pi, or you can write del pi, or simply you can write del pi. Okay, so that is called gradient of a surface pi. So grade phi is equal to I vector into dou pi by dou x, I vector into dou pi by dou x plus j vector into dou pi by dou y plus k vector into dou pi by dou z. This is meaningful. Why? Because you know del is what? I vector into dou by dou x plus j vector into dou by dou y plus k vector into dou by dou z in 3 dimension. So it is going to operate on a surface pi. So what you will consider? I vector into dou pi by dou x plus j vector into dou pi by dou y plus k vector into dou pi by dou z. So here you can understand that one. It is in a splitted way it is written. So grade pi, it is not God pi, grade pi is equal to del pi. So this is the definition for gradient of a surface pi by using differential operator del. So in this, what is happening in that del f, that is explained in this slide. You see, I am considering a 2-dimensional space, f as a 2-dimensional surface. Del f is equal to dou f by dou x into I vector plus dou f by dou y. In this, what I want to mention, this dou f by dou x, dou f by dou y are all scalars, since f is a scalar function, and I vector and j vector, as we know, those are vectors. Now let us see the geometrical meaning of gradient. Okay, anyway, whatever the mathematical notation, whatever the mathematical operator we are using, definitely we are going to use in real time applications also, in real life world also we are going to use. So we should know at least minimum level what is the meaning of that gradient, what is the meaning of that del operator. So I am considering a surface pi of x comma y comma z equal to c, and del phi is normal to the surface. Grade pi is nothing but a normal vector to the surface. Normal vector means to remember, you can assume a perpendicular vector at that point in a surface. You see, I am considering two surfaces. In first surface, you see what do you mean by grade pi, what do you mean by del pi? It is nothing but a normal vector. Okay, normal vector. Normal vector means what? A perpendicular vector. You see, a perpendicular vector, depending on the surface, you can define perpendicular vector. So it is not same, you can understand it is not same, point to point it will vary. Why? Because surface is not going to be flat always, sometimes it will be like this. So a wave format will be there in general surface, so it will vary point to point, that is called del phi or normal vector. Here also you can understand in this a normal vector at this point, a normal vector at this point, a normal vector at this point. So it is not in the same direction at all points, it will vary point to point. So what you have to understand, del pi is nothing but a perpendicular vector or normal vector to the surface. And next one is directional derivative. Directional derivative del pi in the direction of a vector. Normally we will do this, we will find this directional derivative in the direction of another vector. It is equal to del phi dot d vector, and it is called directional derivative. Most important thing is, in the direction of d vector, del phi is the maximum rate of change of pi. Okay, so what I want to say, directional derivative in the direction of d vector is del phi dot d cap. Okay, del phi dot d cap. Now let us do one example based on the definition we have discussed, gradient of a surface pi. So what is the question? Find gradient of pi if the surface is given 3x square y minus y cube z square. So they are asking you to find at a particular point. As I told you, it will vary point to point. Okay, so they are asking you to find a gradient of this surface at a certain point. So what it means, we are going to find a normal vector at that point on that surface. So you start with grade pi, notation is del pi or nabla pi. So we know that by using the definition of gradient, I vector into dou by dou x plus j vector into dou by dou y plus k vector into dou by dou z, it is going to operate on this function. That is the meaning. From this you can write clearly. Then term wise, okay, you can differentiate with respect to x, with respect to y, and with respect to z. So I vector into dou by dou x of that function plus, by using linearity property, j vector into dou by dou y into that function plus k vector into dou by dou z. As we know the derivative, partial derivative, what is that? Previous unit is full of partial derivative. So dou by dou x of 3x square y minus y cube z square, you have to differentiate with respect to x. So keep y as a constant, derivative of 3x square is 6x y plus j vector into derivative of this function with respect to y. So here derivative with respect to x, keep y as it is, derivative of 3x square is 6x, so 6xy into I vector. In this term you don't have any x variable, So you can consider at this point of time as a constant, so derivative of constant is 0. Here who is important? Y is important. So keep 3x square as it is, derivative of y is 1 minus, what is it with respect to y? So z square is fixed, you fix as a constant at this point of time, derivative of y cube is 3y square plus k vector into dou by dou z. Dou by dou z means this will be 0. If you differentiate this one, y cube as a constant at this point of time, derivative of z square is 2z, so minus 2y cube z. So we found the del pi at all point. In general, grade pi we found in terms of variable we have written. Now I want this normal at 1 comma minus 2 comma 1. Simple. You substitute these points in this answer. Instead of x, you substitute x is equal to 1, y is equal to minus 2, z equal to minus 1. So you will get this answer, minus 12i minus 9j vector minus 16k vector. So just now we have studied what is del pi or normal vector of a surface. Now we are going to understand what is unit normal vector. So already we know what is normal vector. Additionally, we are including what is unit normal vector. So it is very simple. Anyway, we are going to find a perpendicular vector to the surface at a particular point. So perpendicular vector means the distance may vary. Okay, it may be 2. Suppose if I am considering the problem centimeter, it may be 2 centimeter, it may be 4 centimeter, 5 centimeter, but unit means 1. Okay, depending on the unit, but answer will be 1. It may be centimeter, it may be meter, it may be kilometer. Okay, so the distance will be 1. For that normal vector, distance will be 1. Okay, that is the meaning of unit normal vector. You can understand from this image also. You see, normal means a perpendicular, unit means distance will be is equal to 1 unit. So that is the meaning of unit normal vector. So for a surface, you are going to find a normal vector at a particular point. This distance is going to be 1 unit. That is called unit normal vector. Let us see one example based on the previous definition, unit normal vector to a surface. So one surface is given, find the unit normal to the surface xy cube z square is equal to 4 at that point. So what is our aim? We are going to find a normal vector. The distance is going to be 1 unit. So first of all, we will find normal vector, formula of unit normal vector. So unit normal vector of a surface phi is equal to del phi divided by modulus of del phi. So this is the formula to find unit normal vector of a surface. Now let us see one second example based on the previous definition, unit normal vector. Find the unit normal to the surface xy cube z square is equal to 4 at the point minus 1 comma minus 1 and 2. So we know that the formula for unit normal vector, del phi divided by modulus of del phi. What we are going to find? We are going to find a normal vector. The distance of that normal vector is equal to 1 unit. So I have written the formula. This is our surface. First I am going to find normal vector. You know grade phi is normal vector. That by the definition, I vector into dou pi by dou x plus j vector into dou pi by dou y plus k vector into dou pi by dou z. So I vector into dou by dou x of that surface plus j vector into dou by dou y of that surface. But what is correct in this? You have to write minus 4, xy cube z square minus 4, since 4 is in the right hand side, xy cube z square minus 4. Anyway, in the derivative it is going to be cancelled, but you write the correct one. So normal vector, you know how to differentiate these things with respect to x, with respect to y, with respect to z. So with respect to x means y cube z square into I vector unit vector plus dou y with respect to y means 3xy square z square. Similarly you can find it for third term. So this is general normal vector. So in terms of variable, now you substitute at what point, at which point you want unit normal vector, you substitute that point to find normal first. So we will get minus 4i minus 12j plus 4k. So then what I need the denominator value modulus of del phi. So modulus of del phi divided by modulus of del phi is unit normal vector. So del phi I have written. What is modulus of del phi? You know modulus of a vector is the coefficient of I vector square plus the coefficient of j vector square plus the coefficient of k vector square. So what is that? Square root of minus 4 square plus square root of minus 12 square plus 4 square. So you will get root 176. After all cancelling, you will get root 11. Actually we are cancelling 4 in the numerator and denominator, so you will get minus 1 by root 11 into I vector plus 3j minus k vector. So you can check this answer also. Let us discuss one of the main application of vector, in particular gradient of a surface, in particular normal vector, angle between two surfaces. So here you can find angle between two surfaces by using normal vector. By using del operator you can find angle between two surfaces. So you see, so this is one surface, this is another surface. I want to find the angle. So what is the angle theta? That I can find by using del operator. So how to find, we will discuss. So angle between two surfaces, let us consider phi 1 and phi 2, phi 1 and phi 2 be two surfaces. Then angle between two surfaces cos theta is equal to del phi 1 dot del phi 2 divided by modulus of del phi 1 into modulus of del phi 2. So this is the formula to find angle between two surfaces pi 1 and pi 2. So let us see one example based on angle between two surfaces. So here there are two surfaces is given and a common point is given. Anyway, if we need one common point to find the angle between these two surfaces at that particular point. So two surfaces are given. So let us consider first surface is phi 1 x square plus y square plus z square minus 9, and second surface is phi 2 x square plus y square minus 3, and here you are having z, don't forget minus z. Okay, or you can write in the reverse way also. You can transform this to there and you can write. So what is angle between two surfaces? Two surfaces. Cos theta is equal to del phi 1 dot del phi 2 divided by modulus of del phi 1 into modulus of del phi 2. Okay, so it is a dot product of two unit normal vectors. Okay, del phi 1 by modulus of del phi 1 is unit normal vector of surface 1, and del phi 2 divided by modulus of del phi 2 is unit normal vector of second surface. So what I need I have to find del phi 1, del phi 2, all the required values I have to find. So what is del phi 1? What is del phi 1? What is the definition? I vector into dou phi 1 by dou x plus j vector into dou phi 1 by dou y plus k vector into dou phi 1 by. So first we find del phi 1. So by the definition, I vector into dou by dou x of phi 1 plus j vector into dou by dou y of phi 1. Similarly, the third term. So I vector into dou by dou x of that first surface plus j vector into dou by dou y of that first surface and k vector into dou by dou z of that first surface. The derivative of x with derivative of this function with respect to x is 2x, obvious, 2y, 2z. Now I need del phi 1 at that point 2 comma minus 1 comma 2. So here 2 into 2 4, but here what you will get 2 into substitute y is equal to minus 1 minus 2j plus 4k. So what you will get? So then modulus of del phi 1 is equal to square root of 4 square plus minus 2 the whole square plus 4 square. So what you will get? 16, 32, 36. So you will get 6 is modulus of del phi 1. Similarly, del phi 2, the same, by using the same definition, I vector into dou by dou x of surface is 2, j vector into dou by dou y of surface 2 and plus k vector into dou by dou z of surface 2. Then differentiate with respect to x, with respect to y, with respect to z partially, you will get this one at this point. Then modulus del phi 2, you know, so you will get the answer square root of 21. So now we know all the values. So what is the formula? Cos theta is equal to del phi 1 dot del phi 2 divided by modulus of del phi 1 into modulus of del phi 2. So cos theta is equal to 16 by 6 into root 21. So theta equal to cos inverse of, after all cancel, 8 by 3 root 21. So this is the angle between two surfaces at a common point. Next we will see one different sum based on angle between two surfaces. Here we are not going to find angle between two surfaces. The angle will be given indirectly. Okay, indirectly angle will be given. By using that angle value, you have to find some missing constants m and n. Okay, that is our aim in this problem. So what is given? Read it carefully. Find the constants m and n such that the surface mx square minus 2nyz, it is a function of 3 variable surface, m plus 4 into x, will be orthogonal to the surface 4x square y plus z cube is equal to 4 at some point. So at that point it is orthogonal. So two surfaces are given to you. Of course, in a surface some constant are missing. Okay, so what is given to you clearly? Both are orthogonal. Orthogonal in the sense angle between two surfaces is 90 degree. 90 degree means orthogonal. Okay, so angle between two surfaces, so which means theta is equal to 90 degree. By using that concept, we are going to find this missing term m and n. So how to find? Let us see. First of all, I will tell you the concept behind this. As I told you, two surfaces are orthogonal. Two surfaces pi 1 and pi 2 are orthogonal, which means 90 degree. So theta value is equal to 90 degree means cos inverse of del phi 1 dot del phi 2 divided by modulus del phi 1 into modulus del phi 2 value is equal to theta, that is 90 degree, right? So 90 degree is equal to this one. So we can write this one, cos 90 degree is equal to this del phi 1 dot del phi 2 divided by this modulus of del phi 1 into modulus of del phi 2. But what is the value of cos 90? Cos 90 is 0. So del phi 1 dot del phi 2 divided by the term written in the previous step is equal to 0. From this what I can write? Del phi 1 dot del phi 2 is equal to 0. So this is the indirect meaning of orthogonal surfaces. So if two given surfaces are orthogonal means we can write directly del phi 1 dot del phi 2 is equal to 0. So this result we are going to use to find a missing term in the problem. So anyway, what I need? Del phi 1 and del phi 2. So first I am going to find del phi 1. Del phi 1 you know, I vector into dou by dou x, this definition you know, so we are familiar in this. What is the different in this? M and n are missing constants. So you differentiate, so you will get term wise I vector into 2mx minus m minus 4 minus 2j vector. So you can find that one. Then del phi 1 at a point 1 comma minus 1 comma 2 is equal to, you will get m minus 4 into I minus 4 into j vector plus 2k vector. So this is del phi 1. Similarly, del phi 2 I vector into dou by dou x on phi 2 plus j vector into dou by dou y on phi 2 and plus k vector into dou by dou z on phi 2. So you will get this in terms of variable x, y, z. Then you substitute that point 1 comma minus 1 comma 2 in this del phi 2, you will get minus 8i plus 4j plus 12k. So now what condition I can use? Already I explained you, two surfaces are orthogonal means, which means perpendicular normals are perpendicular means del phi 1 dot del phi 2 is equal to 0. So dot product, don't forget dot product, you multiply coefficient wise and equate to 0 since we are having result equal to 0. So I will get m minus 4 is equal to minus 2 plus 3. So I can find m is equal to 5. Okay, m is equal to 5. So I need to find two values. Now I found only one value. This I have to find. Okay, this I found m is equal to 5 by using that orthogonal condition, perpendicular condition. So now how to find n is equal to 1? So what is the other concept that I can use? N is equal to 1. How I am going to find? Look at this. So orthogonal concept is over. I have to search for another way to find n value. So what I know, anyway we are going to find angle between surfaces at a common point. Okay, at a common point. So what is the idea I am going to use? This point lies on both the surfaces, this surface and this surface. That is the idea I am going to use. Okay, so definitely that point, that common point, which point? 1 comma minus 1 comma 2 lies on both surfaces. That you should understand, because anyway we are going to find angle between, we know angle between two surfaces at a common point is 90 degree. So lies on surface means what we can do? We can substitute that point in that surface. So you can substitute that point in first surface or second surface, but substituting this point in second surface is useless. Okay, anyway we are going to find m and n. So you substitute that point in first surface. So you are eligible to surface. Why? Because the point lies on both surfaces. So this point will definitely lies on first surface also. No need to substitute in second surface because I want m and n. So first surface is having m and n, I am substituting. So after all substitution you will get an equation in terms of m and n, but I know the value of m already, m is equal to 5. By using that you can find n is equal to 1. So in this way you can find missing term. So we are using two results. One is Surfaces are orthogonal means del phi 1 dot del phi 2 is equal to 0. Orthogonal means second one, the common point lies on both surfaces. By using these two concepts, we found the missing term m and n.